They told you something that sounds good but isn't true. They said God wants you comfortable, safe, relaxed, at peace. But deep down you already know something about that doesn't sit right, because comfort doesn't build men. It slowly erases them. If God wanted you soft, your life would have been easy, simple, predictable, but it wasn't. Instead, you were given pressure, loss, loneliness, failures that didn't just happen once, but kept coming back, not to destroy you, to reveal you. Because when life gets heavy, weak men collapse. Strong men don't look strong yet, they're just finally exposed. Look at your own life. If everything had been easy, you wouldn't be here searching for answers. You wouldn't be listening this closely. You'd be distracted, asleep, comfortable, but empty. Deciding it wasn't bad luck. It wasn't life being unfair to you specifically. It was selection. God doesn't place heavy weight on men He doesn't plan to use. That tight feeling in your chest, sense that you're meant for more but stuck somewhere dark, that's not weakness. You weren't shaped in comfort. Comfort creates boys who complain. Comfort creates men who quit gently. Comfort creates excuses that sound reasonable. Pain does something different. Pain strips you down. Pain removes the lies you tell yourself. Pain shows you who you are when no one is watching. That's why your road was harder than others. Not because you're unlucky, but because you're not average. Every man God uses deeply is wounded deeply first. Look at history, real history. Moses didn't grow in peace. David wasn't trained in safety. Job wasn't tested gently. They were crushed before they were trusted, because power given to an untested man destroys him. So God tests first. And here's something no one says out loud: if you run from this pain, you don't escape suffering, you escape your purpose. Men who numb themselves, who hide in comfort and distraction, don't become happy, they become hollow. Alive, but not dangerous. Breathing, but not respected. Existing, but never fulfilled. Pain is asking you a question. Question keeps you small. The real question is quieter and heavier. Will you rise or will you run? From here on, there are only two paths. Some men let pain make them bitter. Others let pain shape them into something solid. God didn't shape you in comfort. He forged you in pain. And forging is violent, because transformation always is. Here's why most men fail this test. Not because pain destroys them, because comfort seduces them. Pain visits occasionally. Comfort lives with you every day. And comfort whispers softly, "You've been through enough. You deserve rest. You can slow down. Tomorrow is fine." And slowly, without noticing, you lose your edge. Everything on demand. No waiting. No resistance. When life feels easy, discipline feels unnecessary. That's how men decay quietly. Not from suffering, but from too much comfort. Most men aren't weak. They just never choose hardship on purpose. They numb pain instead of listening to it. They scroll, they drink, they chase distraction. They call it self-care. But self-care without discipline becomes self-destruction, just with better language. Over time, something shifts. You stop pushing yourself, you stop expecting more. Your standards quietly lower. Then one day you realize years passed and nothing changed. Same habits, same body, same mindset. Pain tried to wake you up. Comfort put you back to sleep. That's why silence scares most men, why boredom feels unbearable. Because in silence, the truth speaks, and when the test arrives, most men negotiate. Later, when life calms down, he repeats patterns, same feeling, different situation. That's not bad luck, that's unfinished work. When you avoid discomfort, life doesn't get easier, it gets louder. First, it whispers, then it pushes, then it hits. Not because it hates you, because you're still asleep. There is no escape, only delay. And delayed pain always returns heavier. Here's the truth. You don't rise to your dreams. You fall to your discipline. Discipline is built only when things are uncomfortable. That's why support is removed sometimes. Why isolation happens. Why failure becomes public. Comfort hides weakness. Pain exposes it. This is the split. Same pain, different response. One man says, "This is too much." Another says, "Make me stronger." One grows bitter, The other grows dangerous in the right way. Look at your lowest moments. You weren't pretending there. You were honest. No ego, no mask. That version of you, that's the raw material. Pain removes lies so something real can be built. Most men quit right before clarity, right before strength, right before respect. They retreat to comfort and call it wisdom. But it's not wisdom. It's fear, speaking calmly. You weren't meant to be understood by everyone. You were meant to be sharpened. Sharpening hurts. Steel doesn't complain. Men do. That's why most never become blades. Pain isn't asking for sympathy. It's asking for a decision. How strong men use pain. Strong men don't ask, how do I escape this? They ask, how do I use this? Pain is energy. Energy. Controlled it destroys. Directed it builds. First, stop negotiating emotionally. Pain doesn't care how you feel. Replace do I feel like it with what must be done. That single shift changes everything. Second, give pain structure. Pain without structure becomes depression. Pain with structure becomes discipline. Simple routines, consistent work, physical effort, quiet time, structure brings control back. Third, choose hardship on purpose. If you don't choose difficulty, life will choose it for you, and it will be harsher. Cold, training, delay, focus, not punishment. Authority. Motivation fades, discipline stays. Fourth, suffer forward. Never suffer and stay the same. Every loss should teach. Every failure should sharpen. Wasted pain is expensive. Clarity doesn't come from comfort. It comes from controlled struggle. You don't need confidence. You need standards. Standards make pain manageable. Becoming the man God trusts. God doesn't trust men chasing happiness. He trusts men who can carry weight. Happiness comes and goes. Responsibility builds a spine. Strong men aren't chasing joy. They're carrying burdens. Strength isn't dominance, it's reliability. Can you be counted on when it's boring, when it's painful, when no one is watching? You don't find meaning, you become capable of holding it. Pain removes the need to be liked, to be praised, to be comfortable. You stop performing, you start executing. Presence replaces noise. If pain came early in your life, it wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Now there's no theory left, only a choice. Don't wait to feel inspired. Don't wait to feel ready. Decide. Wake earlier than comfort wants. Move your body when it resists. Choose silence over noise. Remove one escape route today. Move quietly. Forged men don't announce change, they live it. This isn't a challenge. This isn't motivation. This is ownership. One question to carry. If I stop now, will I respect myself later? If the answer is no, keep going. You were not built for ease. You were forged. Now live like it.